I am going to present reader response theory. Wolfgang Iser, who said strongly, as a scholar, you have the right and duty to stand in the judgment on this text. This PPT is presented to UGC HRDC DV Indoors 5th refresher course in ICT that was began on 27th January 2020 and will come to an end 9th Feb 2020. I heartily welcome coordinators Dr. Shalikram Prajapati, Dr. Surendra Malviya, and also Dr. Professor Dr. Namrata Sharma. This is the presentation of reader response theory that I going to explain each and every aspect of this theory. In this reader response theory, I first define what is the meaning of the reader response theory, a literary theory that strongly focus on individual reader and their experience. Here, the experience of the reader while reading the text is very, very important. In this picture, we are watching Wolfgang Iser, the father of reader response theory, who was born in 1926 and died in 2007, who give much and more freedom to the reader rather than the text. Text is the secondary for the this Wolfgang Iser, who said that the purpose of the reader response suggests that the role of the reader is essential to the meaning of the text. For only in the reading existence experience does the literary work come alive. Without reading the text, the literary work cannot be existed, cannot be alive. So, examine, explaining, and defending your personal reaction to text is the purpose of the reader response theory. In the another slide, I like to say or talks about the structure of the reader response theory. Choosing the text to study is the first step in the reader response theory. Once you have chosen the text, your challenge is to connect with it and have make the conversation, make the interaction with the text. In the beginning paragraph of the reader response theory, be sure to mention the following: the title of the work to which you are responding, how you are taking, how you consider the title of the work. You have to judge the author, his biography sometimes, the main thesis. It means that we get more freedom to take the meaning of the uh, uh, text. In reader response, the reader is essential to the meaning of the text for they bring to the text to life. The purpose of reading response is examining, explaining, defending your personal reaction to text. When a reader responds, write as an educated adult addressing other adults or fellow scholars. This is the key factors which I have explained in this PPT. Types of the reader response theory. There are majorly four types. The first is transactional reader response theory. The second is affective stylistic subjective response theory, and last is psychological reader response theory. Some criticism or some objections raised after studying the reader response theory. The first text oriented critics, those who give the importance to the text. One can understand text while remaining immune to one's culture, strains, and personality. While the text-oriented critic says that the text remain from all those things. So they criticize in this way. Traditional text-oriented scholars such as formalism also against is that another objection of reader response criticism is that fails to account for the text being able to expand the reader's understanding. So here I want to conclude that the reader response theory gives too much importance to the reader rather